Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Thomas. Today we're back here with Death Battle. So, the next one just came out. We got two iconic villains battling it out for the first time ever. Bowser versus Eggman, Mario, Sonic, their rivals, facing off. Let's see who wins. I'm actually really curious to see who wins this one. Will Eggman's machine be able to outpower Bowser? Don't know, we're about to find out. Be sure to like, subscribe for more, hope you enjoy. Let's get this thing rolling.
This battle is sponsored by Marvel Snap and Prize Picks.
Fight! Here we go.
Bowser versus Dr. Eggman.
The king of the Koopas and the baddest of badniks. And they're not alone.
He's with.
Yep, it's army time.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who
Who to win a death battle. First up, Bowser.
The Mushroom Kingdom. A peaceful land
All right,
of
true.
kindness, adventure, love.
Ah, boring. Move aside, princess. It's time this place got way more awesome. Here comes King Koopa himself, better known as
Bowser!
The moment this orphan star child was found by Kamek, it was clear Bowser would command the disparate outcasts of the Mushroom world, the Koopa clan.
Sadly, not everyone's born a toad, and they treat these critters like monsters, fated to a life of infinite jump farming for one-ups.
Bowser wanted a different world, but Princess Peach Toadstool would never allow the evil king's day in the sun. Her light was so
that here?
bright, Bowser became infatuated with her.
So he turned all the toads into bricks and kidnapped her, putting their princess in another castle, and another, like 40 years of castles, only to be released if she agrees to marry him and his dad bod.
Yet he was foiled time and time again by those pesky Mario brothers. However, Bowser is nothing if not persistent.
Look at him! Dude's built like a brick house strapped to a saw trap. That spiked shell takes a lot of punishment. Not even the weight of a castle can scratch
his own
it,
castle.
especially when he rolls up like a prehistoric Beyblade.
And the Koopa King doesn't just breathe fire and control lava, he commands nature itself.
Spitting
The RPG
meteors from
stuff.
outer space, beckoning the earth with a snap, inhaling torrents of wind, straight up calling down lightning. What else has he got?
Oh, just a little dabbling in dark
Magic!
Hell yeah, Wizard Turtle.
The original
Beautiful.
NES manual even describes him as a sorcerer king. Magic
Damn.
is how he turned the toads into bricks, only countered by the princess's heart magic.
But that's not all the magic he's mastered. Telekinesis, creating perfect clones, reanimating his undead skeleton, and worst of all, ruining every game of Mario Party. Hey, no, I stole those coins fair and square.
Bowser spent
Sorry, no, that's
decades
good.
hoarding treasures, coins, magic star rods, warships, clown cars, you name it.
Oh, Paper Mario
This
is
is the same
canon.
guy that
Cool.
created multiple flying castles fashioned after his own face.
Yeah, he's definitely got an ego on him. He's talked about having a 4-digit IQ.
Yeah, no.
But I've seen this moron put death traps in his own backyard. A man after my own heart.
Despite his clumsiness, Bowser's charisma and leadership brought many to his side. Not enough to defeat Mario, but his army doesn't make it easy on the Red Plumber.
They're the most
True, they are numerous. But one good hit from Mario and they're usually down. Shell's not so much. Actually, kind of curious how that works. But anyway, let's see the rest of the army.
wicked band of misfits this side of World 8-4. The Koopa Troop.
An army spanning multiple territories across the Mushroom world and beyond.
Goombas, Koopas, the Troopas, and the others make up the infantry. Some with wings, some in shoes, and some even in race cars. They're the red shirts, first in and first out.
Piranha plants, bloopers, and lakitus use their
That's true.
surroundings to
Carefully,
get the jump on
aquatic,
unsuspecting
undead
prey,
horde, and
land,
little rock.
sea, or sky.
We'd be here forever
Hey,
jotting
Goomba.
down the small fries,
they're actually
booze,
done.
shy guys, sentient bombs with feet, and more.
It was imperative for Bowser to nurture a unit that covers their own vulnerabilities. For example, Kamek and King Boo both have magic, but Boo has battlefield control with illusions and destabilizing dimensions, while Kamek focuses on buffing allies, canceling enemy powers, summoning anything he desires.
Or swapping my items to screw up my Mario Party lead. Not again.
Speaking of items, most of the minions can use pretty much any power-up Mario can. The Goombas make frequent use of Tanuki tails, and Bowser can really get into the cat roleplay. But
Don't.
as the Koopa Troop grew and grew, it started to feel less like an army and more
More of a
like a
family?
family unit.
Oh, you mean like his kids, the Koopalings?
They're adopted.
What's
Yeah.
the difference?
Good point.
Ours
Bowser
fair.
took them in and even trained them in dark
Magic!
The
Again.
one's as spoiled as his natural Nepo baby, Bowser Jr., captain of the Koopa Troop.
Spoiled is an understatement. Remember his escapades as Shadow Mario? He terrorized Delfino Plaza with literal evil paint. That whole debacle was basically his attempt at elementary school art class.
And I bet Bowser still has some on the fridge. But really, the king is very protective of his kids. If the fam's in trouble, he can will himself to transform into
Yeah,
a
big boy.
giant kaiju, all to crush whatever bully's talking smack.
Maybe a little overkill. Just one punch from Giant
Wow.
Bowser launched a castle out of orbit. Taking into account the flight path and the scale of their universe, Bowser's
true,
punch
it's Mario.
must have hit with a force of over 125 trillion tons of TNT.
roll it,
Considering how
boy.
Yoshi punted poor Raphael the Raven so hard he exploded into a constellation of stars, this isn't even close to Bowser's
Yeah,
full
true.
strength.
So don't bully his kid, especially if he falls into some of Bowser Jr.'s set of black paint. That stuff's scary.
Enough to unleash Bowser's dark fury, a form whose
You're a
very
Bowser.
steps cause widespread natural disasters.
Okay, seriously, how does Mario ever beat this guy? He's like
Luck.
Godzilla, Doctor Strange, and John Cena all in
John
one big
Cena?
turtle.
We're not even to the best part. Bowser's dark magic became so potent he eventually learned how to warp the very fabric of reality.
Anything the king imagines, he makes happen. He turned all of Yoshi's Island into a storybook. And remember those painted worlds in Mario 64? Yeah, he made those. And the staircase that goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Oh God, does anyone know how to BLJ?
He also stole ultra-powerful items like the Wonder Flower, which can mold reality like Play-Doh, and the Dream Stone, which can be used to wish someone out of existence.
But his most iconic thefts are those big shiny power stars.
Don't judge a book by its cover. Infant power stars, aka Lumas, can become whole galaxies. They also ferried Mario across the universe in 3 seconds. That's 489 quadrillion times light speed.
Obviously, the
Remember,
Big
scales
Daddy
to Mario,
Brain
it's good.
stars are even crazier. Bowser used one to power his space kingdom, but then guess who showed up to ruin
Mario.
everything? It's a him!
And when the Grand Star was freed, it caused a chain reaction that destroyed the entire universe via a massive black hole.
Thanks, space god, that Rosalina showed up to save the day.
Not that Bowser needed saving. He's been swallowed by another black hole and thrown into a star that went supernova.
Imagine if this crazy OP fire turtle had to fight himself. Oh wait, he did, and he beat the hell out of him.
With all this power, it's a wonder he still hasn't conquered the Mushroom Kingdom. Perhaps it's because his visions of grandeur were never
be.
really what he sought. Surrounding him is a crew of outcasts and miscreants like him, ride or dies that can't be swayed against him.
Oh, are you
Sweet.
saying he's secretly happy because he's got a big monster family now?
Yes, but also when they actually worked together, they legitimately conquered most of the known universe.
True.
So,
He's a baddie through and through who will teleport through space and time to show you what's what. Because he's no ordinary Koopa.
He's
Make way for the
Bowser.
king!
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a lot of power for you-know-who to get past. I don't know if Eggman's going to be able to scale that. I'll be surprised if he actually did. But so far, it looks pretty good for Bowser, but let's see what Eggman's bringing to the fight.
citizens of Earth, lend me your ears. Imagine a world
Yes,
of
announcement.
endless possibility where people are free as
Welcome
the
to Mobius.
wind. Isn't it disgusting? Now imagine a better world, one with proper guidance and the technology to bring about global peace.
But Wiz, only
Wait
a
a
brilliant
minute.
mind can make that happen.
Not just any brilliant mind, he's a genius at heart who knows the dangers within. He's Ivo Robotnik.
Dr. Eggman.
There he
As
is.
a mad scientist myself, his story is my inspiration, just as Eggman's was his grandfather, Gerald Robotnik, who sought to create world peace through technology. But then his beloved granddaughter, Maria, was killed by the Guardian Unit of Nations, better known as...
Gun. They're frickin' called G-U-N. Anyway, Lil Eggy grew up a lonely narcissist because all his family talked about was Maria this, Maria that. Boo-hoo.
Neglect and envy tainted Ivo's goals of following Gerald's footsteps. He distanced himself from his grandfather's legacy. Instead of bettering the world, he would conquer it to get the attention he deserved.
No, you mean craved. Desperately
Yeah, definitely
craved.
crazy.
Tomato, tomato.
You just said it the same way twice.
He aimed to
True.
establish Eggman Land.
That's
the capital
that's
of
robot for
science.
Eggman for
And
you.
This paradise would have worked just fine if not for that blasted Sonic the Hedgehog.
For years, Eggman's plans
It's
literally
Agent
blew
Stone.
up in his face. And he's a
Daughter?
very sore
Oh,
loser.
Sage, right.
But just like any good experiment, the doctor did more testing, seeking better results.
He's created plenty of knickknacks to terrorize the world with. A laser gun, a cloning ray, mind control cannons, a flying armada, typical evil scientist stuff.
Then there's the big ones. He invented a spatial displacement trap, which, while online, scatters a target's atoms across space. Oh, and then there's the metal virus, which transmutes organic tissue into living metal zombies.
Yeesh.
It's so deadly, it created a plague that nearly wiped out all life on Earth.
Shame Eggman never made himself immune to it. That's a whoopsie.
And when he's not duping you with
He is an
decoys,
idiot.
he's riding in style with the Eggmobile. It's lightweight for maneuverability, but tough enough to withstand moon-sized explosions and even the center of a black hole.
Another one.
It's
Sheesh.
kind of lame looking, but he can plug it into big bad mechs like the Egg Walker or the Death Egg Robot, whose giant laser once obliterated 77,000 cubic meters of rock in an instant. That's like having an atomic bomb in your pocket all the time. Oh, okay, maybe this guy's pretty cool.
Eggman built machines for
I mean, he ain't wrong, but jeez. I mean, I think we can agree. Like, you don't want to mess with his machines, otherwise, say goodbye to the world. Sheesh. Anyway,
a long list of combat situations. Some look like knights, others use extraterrestrial sources like the Wisps, and then there's the orbital bases, like the
Death Egg, yeah.
The reference is obvious, but Darth Vader's version is like a toy compared to the Death Egg, which can annihilate stars. Woof! A whole constellation gone in one shot.
That's not to say
Yeesh.
Eggman doesn't enjoy scrapping with blue hedgehogs himself. Enter the Egg Dragoon.
Hell yeah! The rawest of
yeah,
the battle
big arms,
mechs.
Death Egg.
It's got electric drills. It's got ice
Look at
missiles.
this.
It's got a whole lot of bullets. My God, Whiz.
Ooh,
I
scepter.
need it.
And don't forget,
Don't.
Eggman built all of these things himself.
Yeah.
Maybe world domination is in his grasp yet.
One problem. Eggman's a turbo loner. No hobbies, no
That's right.
friends, no wife, no nothing.
Come on, he has friends. I mean, he's a feminist. Oh, okay, maybe not, but
You're
what
saying?
about Infinite? Sure, they might have joined forces over a mutually sought revenge against Shadow, but it counts. Sort of. Who
sort
needs
of.
friends when you can build friends?
Obviously, Eggman has a
Mm-hmm.
tough time collaborating with others, so he just built his own army instead.
The Eggman Empire.
The Badniks are mass-produced foot soldiers, buzz bombers, crab meats, caterkillers, egg robos, and don't forget those cute little moto bugs. The Badniks may seem simple, but they're led by an elite, multi-talented unit, the hard-boiled heavies. Really leaning into the egg thing, huh?
The
That
army
he
has
is.
a wide variety of troops,
the heavies.
even your classic comedy duo with Orbot and Cubot. They're
Hey, guys.
Eggman's assistants and immense disappointments. Every genius has their duds.
Hey, at least
True.
they're not Scratch and Grounder. But that's why he's
That's
made top-notch bots modeled after the Sonic cast, like everyone's favorite robo-faker,
The Metal Sonic.
Metal Sonic has the most horsepower in the Eggman Empire. He has the moves and speed of Sonic and then some. He's had his rebellious phases, but Eggman's reprogrammed Metal to better follow his commands. Additionally, when
Mostly?
upgraded to his Neo form, Metal Sonic could
Very
copy
good.
biological data, including
Really?
unique powers like
yeah.
Shadow's time stop technique, chaos control.
He could even copy Silver's psychokinesis, and with enough chaos energy, he powers up into Super Neo Metal Sonic.
Though everything would change with the appearance
yeah.
of the
The
Phantom,
Phantom
Ruby.
Ruby.
One of many trump cards at Eggman's disposal, the Phantom Ruby
Yeah, that was a
alters
recent
reality
one.
by manipulating perception.
Basically
Basically
Super
illusions.
illusions, but in Infinite's hands, it's a weapon of mass destruction. I don't know how illusions translate to body replicas, changing gravity, or making a fake sun, but go off, King.
And when used on the planet's consciousness, which is a thing, the Ruby granted Eggman the Lightman form.
Light Man?
Apparently, Super Eggman is canon.
Wow.
Though it is pretty complicated to manifest.
But the Phantom
Yeah,
Ruby
that makes
isn't the
sense.
only souped-up gem Eggman has. He's used the jeweled scepter to make the world-shattering
Whoa.
Egg Wizard. Then, on more than one occasion, he's effortlessly gathered the super rare, super powerful Chaos Emeralds. You know, the things that power Super Saiyan Hedgehog.
Eggman
much.
built and built and built, and eventually he built something that started to build on him. Sage was originally designed as a mere assistant, but through an alien encounter, she was granted actual sentience.
Sage is already super powerful, but now she's also super smart. She thought up millions of battle plans all at once to defeat the massive titans.
And you can barely remember where you put your dune bug.
I know exactly where it is. It's at the police impound. Thank you very much.
Sage was Eggman's saving grace. He had previously found machines with personality lacking, but Sage's great adequacy in serving her function provided Eggman with something that, for the first time, he'd hate to lose. In essence, a sort of
daughter.
So, like,
I mean,
any
she's
good
still
daddy,
around, but
gave her the keys to his car, his spaceship, and his orbital death ray. Hell, now she controls the entire army.
And this frankly unheard of trust from Eggman became crucial in defeating the End, a primordial entity so mighty even Supersonic struggled against it.
Their battle can only be described as peak fiction, because charged by 7 Chaos Emeralds, Supersonic's no joke.
The power of one emerald can shift continents. All 7 together can shift the universe.
And kill some pretty terrifying bosses, like Eggman's Time Eater, which ripped apart space-time like tissue paper.
In short, Chaos Emeralds give thoughts power. With them, Eggman's best machines can run indefinitely while matching the greatest powers ever seen. Like when 3 supers battled Solaris, who tried to destroy time itself. Solaris extended its chaos across multiple timelines in about 20 seconds, or 73 quadrillion times light speed.
It's funny though, while Eggman's smarts have sort of defeated Sonic here and there, he's pretty effective when he teams up with the Blue Blur to save the world.
Well, recall how Professor Gerald was a good person before losing the granddaughter he loved. In Eggman's case, now that he has Sage, perhaps a similar story is playing out in reverse.
Could be.
Nah, Eggman will always have a harebrained scheme behind his cufflinks.
So watch out, critters and plebeians of the world. He is the Eggman, and he's got the master plan.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually was happening. Well, I mean, the games, that's kind of obvious, but comics? Yeah, you'll always be the villain. But, well, you know these villains, they're willing to help out when it comes down to it, you know? Well, this is gonna be tricky. They're both well, I mean, multiple universe. I think that might go into Eggman, but you never know. Bowser might be able to outlast that Doc, but who knows? Who knows? That metal virus might be a problem for Bowser, though, so I don't know. I'm just gonna see where this battle lays, and we're just gonna enjoy the fight. So if I had to choose, I'll be surprised if it's Eggman. Let's go. It's time for a death battle! I think you can count this a war. It's like, really? Oh. Catfish? Wow.
I've come to make an announcement. This territory is now the base for my upcoming Eggman Land 2. What a joke.
Come on.
I am Dr. Eggman, your new genius overlord.
Here we go.
Alone of this.
And fight! Go, guys! I got him.
Shut up, nerd.
Hey! Yeah! There goes the Dragoon.
You call these toys an invasion force? I've seen Toads do better. That's a decoy, idiot.
This power is without peer. It is the ultimate strength.
What the? Hey! Thank you. Yeah, heads up. Block. Thanks, Boo. Grab it. Woohoo! Uh-oh. Close the butt. Come on, come on. Oh. Okay, cool. Oh. Oh. What? Hey! What the? Hey! Thank you.
according to plan.
You've lost the battle before it has begun.
Excellent work as always, Battle. Ready to wrap this up, Sage?
As you command.
You know what they say, the more the merrier.
Oh, Bowser! Come on! Oh, no blocking that! Come on. Oh, kaiju time. I have some sage though. Uh-oh.
I'll crush you.
Oh, jeez.
How dare you keep your hands off
My Oh! Oh boy! Oh! Bye bye!
Sage! The Death Egg! Max power!
Look out! Looks like everyone's able to survive. Or not.
Curses! Sage! Fire it again!
Too late. Uh-oh. Bye, Eggman. Looks like no way out of this one. You're done. Nope. Oh.
So long, Doctor.
Oh. Ho-ho! Bowser takes it. Sweet. Dang. Curly block.
This war was not an easy one to win, which might seem surprising given how the Sonic series is not afraid to show how tough its cast is, while Mario's comes across as more cartoony.
But as it turns out,
then again,
Bowser
cartoon
had everything
takes
he needed
realism.
to take Chrome Dome down. Strap in. This one's a lot, so we'll break it down into 5
Yeah,
categories.
easy enough.
First up
First
is
the physical stats.
Bowser
Easy
pretty
enough.
handedly outmatched any of Eggman's
It's
usual mechs,
true.
like the Egg Dragoon or the Death Egg Robot.
The Death Egg Robot could level cities. Bowser could punch a castle out of orbit.
The Death
Yeah,
Egg could destroy
nothing like that.
stars, but Yoshi could match that level of power, and Bowser's strength is certainly above the green dinosaurs. Plus, while both Bowser and Eggman's tech survived black holes, Bowser's was
Yeah.
much larger.
So, he may win stats, but this could change with their powers. With so many items and minions, that could make all that a moot point.
Aside from power-up items, both could manipulate minds, create duplicates, and alter space-time. However, Bowser
Fair.
had a significant edge in having access to the majority of his abilities at all times.
Yeah, Eggman can do some crazy stuff, but only across different mechs, fortresses, or space bases. Bowser's all natural.
Space.
He's got all his best powers built in, and he ain't even a robot.
Meaning he wins the war of attrition.
Yep,
he
that's
even
powers.
had counters for battle enders like the metal
Really?
virus and spatial displacement trap. Context matters for those weapons,
Oh.
and both backfired in the past. But more importantly, Bowser could simply reverse the effects with his transmutation
Oh,
magic.
okay.
Conversely,
Cool.
most of Eggman's
Handy.
robots could get turned into, say, a
Frog,
frog,
yeah.
or a block with no reliable way back. Bowser
Oh,
takes the edge in powers.
But definitely not for intelligence. Come on, you have a 4-digit IQ, Bowser? Really? That's cute. I mean, don't get me wrong. Bowser's not an idiot, usually. Just
Yeah,
really,
accurate usually.
really clumsy. Poor fella.
Meanwhile, Eggman's an engineering genius who rarely ever gets bested by brains.
Easy dub. Now, let's
That's
talk
two-
trump cards.
one for
As in,
Eggman.
items so powerful they could decide the entire outcome on their own.
The Phantom Ruby was super dangerous, but specifically
True.
targets perceptions, unlike
Not
Bowser's
reality.
Wonder Flower, which mucks up reality for real. The
Yep.
Ruby affected a whole planet,
Another one.
but the Wonder Flower had the
I like how
power
we're
to alter
getting, like,
the
alternate
universe.
scenarios.
Also, the Dreamstone's ability to wish anything out of existence would have no problem cleaning up
And
Super
there's another
Neo
one.
Metal Sonic or Time Eater.
Their most
Nice.
prized possessions was a tougher call. Together, the Chaos Emeralds can break the universe, but so can the Grand Stars. Arguably not as much given the Emerald scaling to Solaris, though Power Stars and Grand Stars
True.
are far
A lot more
plentiful.
numerous.
Clearly, this is getting fairly abstract, and both had multiple options that could win the day instantly. So the safest bet is to call this category a
tie?
tie.
Yeah.
Which means it's finally time
Time
to
for the
compare
army.
their armies. Eggman seems deadlier at first glance. I mean, look at all those buzzsaws and rockets. Metal Sonic speed
Yeah,
and power alone could
but
solo most of the
quality
Koopa
looks
Troop,
like it's
but the
working
Eggman
out better.
Empire lacked something Bowser had in spades.
Loyalty.
Teamwork and loyalty.
Eggman is a notoriously terrible team player. His alliances are practically guaranteed to fall apart.
Hell, in Sonic Generations, he could barely manage working with himself.
Eggman's army
Yeah,
is designed
true.
to be controlled by just him. To Eggman, it's harder to command those with free will,
Oh.
hence his rivalry with the free-natured Sonic.
Meanwhile, the
Oh,
Koopa
yeah,
Troop
true.
follows Bowser
Just like Metal
because
Sonic.
they actually
Yeah,
like
right.
him. They train really hard to cover each other's weak points.
Giving them plenty of advantages as this war progressed, like battlefield control
War
through King
attrition.
Boo's magic and Bowser Jr.'s paint. And since the Koopa Troop doesn't rely that much on
Yeah.
technology, Sage's hacking potential had little use.
Also, secret weapon? Kamek is kinda busted. Canceling Metal Sonic's power copying, stealing the Phantom Ruby, and potentially swapping the Chaos Emeralds were huge game changers.
Add on that Bowser
That's
and his
true.
army can use any Mario power-up item, and they had millions, no, billions of combinations
Yeah,
that
so
the
many ways
Eggman
to go
Empire
about
just could not actively plan
yeah.
against.
Oh,
Even with
Brothership.
Sage's millions of plans to take
Yeah,
on the
no
Titans,
kidding.
she thought them to be unbeatable, which Sonic proved
Well,
was
army.
incorrect.
Just comparing their conquests makes it clear. The Eggman Empire took over the whole planet, but Bowser's troops conquered most of the
universe.
universe.
Eggman was no pushover. His
Yeah.
great power output and ridiculous machines gave Bowser the biggest fight of his life. But the Koopa King's ludicrous strength, abilities, and united forces ultimately prevailed.
Eggman tried to poach the king, and
But
now
not this time.
he's cracked
Adios.
and scrambled.
The winner is Bowser.
Next
Nice.
time on Death Battle.
All right, what's next? Oh. Oh boy. Mungie. Fall Guys, okay. This would be good.
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
Okay, so we got Among Us versus Fall Guys. Okay. Not sure what to expect from that fight, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. So, looks like Bowser takes out Eggman. And, well, I guess the Eggman got scrambled. Sorry I had to go there. But, congrats on the win, Bowser. Gotta tell Axe Mario crew about this one. I mean, hey. He even said the nerd thing. Yeah, I gotta show this to Slick. I'll see you guys around. Hope you enjoyed. See ya.